Good morning and welcome again to my Pilates pills. Principle of hip differentiation in Pilates. In hip differentiation, the idea is the legs are moving, but the pelvis is not following the femur movement. So we are stabilizing the pelvis. Start laying down with the feet flat on the floor, hands on the pelvis, palm of the hands on the hip bones and fingertips on the pubic bone, neutral pelvis. Inhale and slide the right foot away, extending the leg. Exhale and draw the heel in without moving the pelvis. Inhale, left heel slide away from the sits bones. Exhale, the heel come toward the sits bones. And keep on doing it. Right and left leg, paying attention not to move the pelvis, not to feel movement under your hands or in the lower back against the floor. And again, inhale, right foot slides away, extending the leg. Keep the leg lighter on the floor. Exhale, engage the abdominals to stabilize the pelvis, sliding the leg in toward the sits bones. In, left leg extend, exhale, bring back the leg. Let's try with the external rotation of the leg. To understand better the hip differentiation, let's go over the rotation of the leg. Still laying down with feet flat on the floor and the pelvis neutral, we'll inhale, sending the right knee laterally to the floor, and we exhale, bringing back the knee to a parallel position, facing the ceiling. In, left knee opens to the side. Out, left knee comes back to the ceiling. In, send the right knee laterally to the floor. Out, bring back the knee to parallel position. Keep attention not to have any movement under your hands, that's to say your pelvis is still in a neutral position. Moving on, to understand better the hip differentiation, bring the legs in tabletop, 90 degrees at the hips and 90 degrees at the knees. Inhale, tap the floor with the right heel. Exhale, bring the knee back to tabletop. Inhale, tap the floor with the left knee. Exhale, bring the knee back to tabletop. And again, in, right heel taps the floor. Exhale, right leg goes back to tabletop. Inhale, left leg to the floor. Exhale, back to tabletop. Keep on doing this. The attention is to the pelvis that stays still in the neutral position. The abdominals are engaged. The breathing should be already the intercostal three-dimensional breathing. If you have enough stretch so that you can extend both legs to the ceiling perpendicular in the hip socket without moving the pelvis, you can try also this exercise. Inhale from tabletop. Exhale, extend both legs to the ceiling. The distance from pelvis to the rib cage should stay the same. From here, inhale, extend the right leg to the floor. Exhale, bring the leg back to the ceiling and soften the hip flexor to the top. Inhale, extend the left leg to the floor. Exhale, bring the leg back to the ceiling and relax, soften the hip flexor. Go on with the right leg. Breathe out, the leg goes back to the ceiling. Breathe in, left leg extend away. Breathe out, left leg to the ceiling. In these few exercises, we see that the pelvis is stable while the leg, the femur, is moving. The belly bottom is in toward the spine. The hip points and the pubis stays neutral while moving. We use the same amount of time moving back and forth each leg, paying attention that the opposite leg stays stable and parallel while the other leg is moving. Use the exhalation to stabilize even more the pelvis and be aware that the hip flexor stretches if the leg is extended. Thank you for watching me and ciao!